Hey guys, let's talk about backs. Subject near and dear to my heart because so often backs are missing from TVs and radios. Now in particular I want to talk about an opportunity you have right now to get in on a reproduction back for an RCA 621 TS. That's the little 7-inch guy that came out in 1946. I'll show you one in a moment. What we're looking at right now is the back, I believe, from an RCA 630 TS, which came out at the same time it was the 10-inch model. Now, why are backs so often missing from sets? Well, you gotta take them off to replace tubes. You gotta take them off to service the set. Often they got misplaced. Either the homeowner took it off because they were tinkering and trying to save some money and replace the tubes themselves, or when the service center worked on the set, they forgot to put it back on. As for the later ones or lower end sets, they would use masonite backs, hardboard backs that would fall apart. The screw holes would get chewed up, they get wet perhaps, and those also got lost over time. But yeah, early RCAs, they had metal backs. Now, so this is an original. And it's not quite as simple as you might think at first blush. So it's perforated steel, but where there are openings, and that's for the width adjustment, there's actually a washer or metal reinforcement spot welded to it. Likewise where the antenna terminal goes. They put some extra metal around there, and then the whole thing is painted flat black. Now there used to be an outfit called Amtech Systems. I think they were in Pennsylvania or Ohio, that offered reproductions, and this is one I got. Now, unfortunately, the owner passed away. No one else wanted to take over the business, and they shut down, I don't know, 10 years ago, something like that. It's been a while. But this is one of theirs I ordered for a 630 TS. And as far as the material, yeah, it's fine. It's steel. The dimensions are pretty close. The screw hole or vent openings, you can see they're quite a bit different. They're smaller and the spacing isn't quite the same. But also, there's no reinforcement over the opening. Yes, it's a minor deal. Yeah, I realize it's on the back of the set. Nobody's going to see it. The reinforcement doesn't need to be there. I just wanted to point out some of the challenges in making these and the differences between a reproduction and the real deal. So, since Amtech Systems is no longer around, there's been no way to get metal reproduction backs other than to make one yourself. Well, Tom Albrecht on the Antique Radio Forum expressed interest in getting one and pointed out the differences between the Amtech System one he'd gotten some years ago, and he did some research, got measurements, and found a place that's going to fabricate them overseas, I believe. And he's looking to get people to participate. Now, I'm going to order up a couple. A friend of mine's already chimed in. He wanted to get at least 5 to make it worthwhile to place an order, but the more orders that get placed, the lower the price will be. I believe the estimate is if we're only going to talk on a quantity of 5 to 10, it's going to be $79 plus shipping, I imagine. Tom's on the West Coast, California. But if we can get 10 or more of these, the price will drop down a little bit, maybe 10%, something like that. I don't recall the exact figure. But if you look in the description of this video, there's a link to the discussion on the Antique Radio Forum. If you want to get involved, click on that link and chime in with a comment that you are also interested. He's not asking for money up front, which is very kind of him. He's going to place the order and take it on trust that people are actually going to follow through. I know I absolutely will, because I have one set that needs one. I think I do have one for my other set, but I see this as a kind of a chance of a lifetime opportunity, so I'm going to get an extra one, just on the chance that I have a need for one in the future or know somebody who does and I can help them out. This is the set I'm talking about. The RCA 621 TS, a little 7-inch set, but it's not electrostatic, it's electromagnetic. The only set that used it. Really itching to get this one restored. If you watched my videos a while back, I got this bare chassis. I think it was off of Craigslist. I got it locally. The previous owner had repurposed the cabinet. He did something kind of cool with it, so I don't fault him for that. And if you go back and watch my video on this, I slowly powered it up and I got life out of the set. So it's absolutely restorable. These little 7-inch magnetic sets with electrostatic focus produce an outstanding picture, so I'm really excited about getting this one going. But I didn't have a cabinet for it. Well, sometime later, a fellow collector and a colleague of mine on the East Coast chimed in that he had an empty cabinet. I did a video on that a while ago, around Christmas time. I got the cabinet and started putting it all together. So the last couple things I need is the back and this little brass clip down here, but we're getting close. So this is the set that we're having reproduction backs made for. Again, if you read the thread on the Antique Radio Forum, Tom points out some of the inconsistencies with the older Amtech reproduction, and he's going to have the new one made as close to the original as he can possibly get. So again, this is a rare opportunity for you to get a reproduction back. Whether you need one or think you might need one in the future, I encourage you to take advantage of this. That's all for now. Thanks for watching.